For 90 years, we've been helping to make Miami-Dade a healthier, happier, and more prosperous community. Today, Miami-Dade Parks celebrates 90 years of inspiring people to live a park life. What began as a roadside beautification project with just $10,000 back in 1929 has evolved into one of the most unique park systems in the country. In 1930, when Commodore W.J. Matheson deeded 84 acres of Matheson Hammock to Dade County, it created the first county park and proclaimed the very first heritage park.
Over the last 40 years that I've lived in Miami, I have become more and more enamored of its heritage, its history, and so many of our parks tell these stories.
When President Roosevelt established the Civilian Conservation Corps in 1933, he took unemployed, unmarried young men to work on environmental conservation projects. Miami-Dade Parks was one of the beneficiaries when the Corps helped to build Reynolds Park and Heritage Park number 2.
I think that the heart and soul of great cities are great parks. Parks, when done right, built right, and maintained right, are a gift for generations.
Some of the best memories I have in my life were created in parks. Can you think of anything that's more important to a kid than a park?
Parks are the catalysts that transform communities. Through their transformation, we see people that are healthier, people that are happier, and the entire community is just much more prosperous. Every great community has a great park system.
Mary Calkins HEINLEIN came from a family of pioneer homesteaders in the area known as the Redland. She created a park made completely of semi-tropical fruits. The Preston B. Bird and Mary HEINLEIN Fruit and Spice Park was established in 1943, becoming the park system's 3rd heritage park.
I guess everybody kind of has the great memory of the parks, whether, whatever the park may be, and it means something different to everyone.
Parks are education through entertainment. Getting outside, looking at the trees, looking at the wildlife, breathing the fresh air, getting some exercise.
It keeps the kids healthy, it keeps the kids having fun, it keeps them out of trouble.
Well, I think Miami-Dade Parks and Recreation are the center of where everyone's focus is when they want to be healthier and they want to be more active. There's no better place than to start in a park.
We are providing for the most vulnerable population in our community, children and the elderly, and we have some of the most outstanding programs to provide to them. We have our Fit to Play program, we have our Fit to Lead program, our older adult programs, which basically is all about getting the community of children and active older adults to lead healthier lives.
Being bordered by water gives Miami-Dade Parks the distinction and ability to offer the sand and sea as a recreational spot for residents and visitors. In 1943, Hollover Park became the first beachfront playground for the system and Heritage Park number 4. In 1947, Crandon Park officially opened, offering the beach, golf course, tennis center, and more, becoming the park system's 5th heritage park. And in 1951, the park system welcomed its 6th heritage park, Homestead Bayfront, which was named the real South Beach because of its crystalline waters.
We're trying to promote an agenda that puts parks and public spaces at the very center of how we build community. And in a place like Miami, where we come from so many different places, it's important to have those gathering spaces, and those are oftentimes parks.
We must be smart in managing these places so that they can be here in the long term and maybe even in better shape.
The onslaught of climate change that we're starting to see, many of our parks are the front line of that resiliency program.
We have so many imperiled species here in South Florida, and we are leaders in efforts for recovery of a lot of these animals. Miami is in the middle of the Everglades, so we don't forget that, and we want to take care of everything not only across the world, but then also our own backyard.
By protecting those areas, by conserving those areas, we're protecting and conserving ourselves.
Public spaces are I think, in a real shortage, especially in the urban context. Land values are very high. It's very difficult to acquire new park spaces, but it's really up to the community to advance it.
There is a real momentum for increasing the number of parks out there. It's in demand. People want more parks.
People make parks, and when people come together to speak up on behalf of parks, great things happen. When the Deering estate was offered for sale, the public outcry brought attention to the property's significance and helped to spearhead efforts to sell the property to Miami-Dade Parks, making it the 7th heritage park in the county park system.
So many people don't even realize when they come to the zoo that we're actually part of Miami-Dade Parks system. We take great pride too being in this really large park system that provides all these opportunities to residents of Miami-Dade County. And every zoo employee also recognizes that we're a public employee and we're always trying to serve our residents and our guests here and give them the best experience because we are public servants.
When we developed the vision for the next 50 years, the next 90 years of Miami-Dade County, we asked ourselves how to build a more livable community. The Open Space Master Plan is implemented through our 3 pillars: placemaking and design excellence, health and fitness, and conservation and stewardship. When you take all of these elements and you put them together, you have a cohesive roadmap for every community in Miami-Dade County Parks to fulfill the mission of providing for healthier, happier, and more prosperous people and community for Miami-Dade County.
Whether you're a king or a pauper, the park is yours, and that's a beautiful thing.
There's nothing like a great program in the parks on a great, beautiful, sunny day. You really can't beat it.
I've felt blessed in the last 29 years to be in Miami. I think one of the extraordinary assets of this community is in fact the park system.
In a city like Miami, which is so densely developed, if you didn't have parks to soothe your soul, I don't know what we would do.
Over the last 90 years, our park system has grown to include more than 270 park locations across our massive county. Miami-Dade Parks has led the way to making our community greener and healthier. Thank you, Miami-Dade Parks, for inspiring people to live a park life these last 90 years.
Happy 90th.
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 Happy 90th, Miami-Dade Parks.